everyone. This is Elliot Serrano for the Chicago Red Eye and Geek to Me, coming to you once again from Comic-Con here in Chicago, or really Rosemont to be exact, in Artist Alley, talking to the many different creators and personalities behind the wonderful books that we love. And I am joined right now by the creators of The Apocalypse Plan, Rafael Nieves and Dan Doherty. Hello, gentlemen.
How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. You're here at ChicagoCon, the Chicago Comic Con, to promote your new book, The Apocalypse Plan. Why don't you tell us about it?
The Apocalypse Plan is set in a world where heaven and hell are corporations, and these corporations are, of course, vying for souls. Heaven is losing this battle, so rather than play fair, they decide to wage a preemptive strike. There's only one man at the scene of the Hell office when this happens that can stop it, and his name is
Mr. Abaddon.
Mr. Abaddon.
Abaddon. So that is a name that is, of course, known throughout mythology and other religions. What is Mr. Abaddon's role in the Apocalypse Plan?
In the Apocalypse Plan, when the story begins, he's a kind of a field guy. He's the right-hand man to Mr. Goat, the chairman of Morningstar Inc. He's the guy that they call in when something's just got to be fixed right away.
He's like the Michael Clayton of the company.
Indeed, yes. And when the story opens, it seems that Mr. Goat, the chairman, has decided to take a few days off. And he puts Abaddon in charge. Right at that moment, something bad happens at Morningstar Inc.
I'm telling you, it's like whenever the boss wants to take a day off, that's when the poo-poo hits the fan.
That's the fan right there, yes. And that's the plan, yeah, the Apocalypse Plan.
Oh, good one. Very good, very good.
I brought it all right back around.
I like that.
I brought it back.
I like that.
Well, this is an effort on you, by you gentlemen. I mean, well, before we started taping this segment, you say this is a labor of love for you. Well, talk to us about that.
Well, the book actually started, obviously, with the writer, Raph, and I'm sure he can tell you of the many painstaking efforts he's made to get this book to see the light of the day. When I got involved in the Apocalypse Plan, we just started plowing through it. He had a solid script that ends up being 85 pages worth of story in this collection, and we painstakingly went back and forth with the script, like coaxing things out of it, reworking things to make sure that we got our point across on it, and we got it ready in time for the comic convention.
Now, it's about a guy filling in for his boss when all heaven breaks loose. Oh,
good one,
Elliot.
Elliot. Very good.
Put that on the tagline, bumper stickers. Where did the idea come from?
I've always been a fan of mythology and religion. I'm not any kind of theologian or anything, but the stories of the Bible have always held a great appeal for me. And I've always wanted to tell stories that kind of were inspired by the Bible. And the Apocalypse Plan was just one of them. And so many years ago, I pitched the idea to Moonstone Books, a local publisher here. They publish a lot of great titles, and I've done work for them. I pitched it as a Western, and the publisher, Joe Gentile, very rightfully just knocked that idea down. So I came back and said, how about doing it as kind of a 70s corporate thriller, a la John Grisham and The Firm. He liked that idea, and so I went ahead and started writing the script. For one reason or another, it didn't pan out with Moonstone, so I went to a different publisher. These are the trials and tribulations. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The revelation of Raph. Yeah. So I went to another publisher that was based out of Italy. Lovely people, and they really responded to the book.
Cool.
And they decided they didn't want a graphic novel. They wanted a 3-issue miniseries. So I wrote the thing, and then the publisher went under. And I scrambled and cried for a good long time. A few years went by, and I met Dan, and immediately just fell in love with his artwork and his attitude. And I thought, okay, this guy's way too good for me, but I'm going to ask him if he wants to draw this book anyway. And he, the idiot, agreed.
All those compliments, and then right at the end, a turn to the script. Right there at the end. And then he's an idiot.
Yes.
Thank you. No, I was. We were talking about doing an actual project together, like a solid book for some time. We had worked on a 10-page short story once and liked the results of it. So when he was telling me some of the ideas that he had, the Apocalypse Plan just kind of stuck. I was like, that sounds like something that I would want to work on. It was, it had several different elements in it. It wasn't just one thing, but it also had a lot of just awesome action and even a little bit of romance. A little bit of romance.
Yeah, the book was really great fun to write, particularly with Dan's involvement, because Dan is not just an artist, but he's also an incredible storyteller. So being able to bounce ideas off him and kind of work the story organically was a lot of fun for me.
So now you have the book on sale here, but where can folks find the Apocalypse Plan?
It will be available in the previews catalog through Diamond. We believe it'll be in the October edition.
For sale in December.
For sale in December. So if you're interested in the book, make sure you tell your retailer or order it through previews in the October edition. Look for the Apocalypse Plan, and then expect it just in time for Christmas.
Indeed. Wow. Heaven and hell.
Yeah.
Nice.
I consider Christmas to be a little bit of both. Yeah.
It makes a great stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
And where can folks learn more about you guys?
I have a website for my comic strip Beardo, so beardocomics.com, all one word. I can actually show you, oh, what a lovely book. Oh, there's Beardo. This is my baby. I write and draw it for the Southtown and for the Daily Illini, and I collected it all in one volume, soon to be two. So you can find me there, and also at the Apocalypse Plan blog, which is apocalypseplan, all one word, .blogspot.com.
What about you, Ralph?
You can find me at my personal blog, Raph Writes, RAFWRITES, .blogspot.com, and also apocalypseplan.blogspot.com. And a special shout out to our publisher, Transfusion Publishing. They can be found at transfusion.biz. A lot of really, really good product coming out from them, and I hope people will take a look and give us a shot.
Certainly. Now, on a closing note, Dan, you've worked with Mark Rayner on another Moonstone book called Rotten.
Rotten, yeah, I work with Mark Rayner. We've been working on this book for a few years now, and Moonstone was excellent enough to start publishing it as a monthly edition. It's a zombie western. It has all the best elements of both, and a lot more, actually. Mark's a really intelligent writer. He likes to write from the gut, where his displeasure with current events, I'm sure you are painfully aware of.
Mark is a man of questionable morals and hygiene. So when you talk about his gut, there's a lot coming from there.
There's so much, and going into it, yeah. He constantly puts a lot in and lets it go back out there. But he wrote the book as kind of a piece commenting on the state of current events, his dissatisfaction with elections, political events, moral things that are moral dilemmas in the current time, but set in that era, that Western era, with a nice little sprinkling of zombies in there. So it's a monthly book. We have 2 issues out now, and another one due this month towards the end of August. And the website for that is rottencomics.com. Rotten, R-O-T-T-E-N, comics.com.
Do you see Mark a lot?
I have met Mark one time.
You're way ahead of me. You're way ahead of me.
Yes, he's quite a fellow. We drank a lot.
Yes, you will drink a lot. Yeah, you can see him on the Seattle Times website as well.
He has a column, I believe, in Seattle Times.
Column and those little faux news bits, his interviews.
Oh,
Pretty
yes.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff.
He does a lot of cool stuff. I remember him interviewing George Romero, and a lot of really cool creators. I mean, he gets a lot of great interviews and sends me all these links to crazy stuff that he's seen or done or both. And yeah, it's been great working with him, and we will be continuing to put out more issues of Rotten.
Awesome. Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it as well. Mark, you got your plug? Stop bothering me. This has been Elliot Serrano for the Chicago Red Eye and Geek to Me. We hope to see you again soon.